Alright everyone, welcome back to Speedromizer 9. I am very excited to announce it is time to go wahoo! I can't do a great impression. We're here with Klonoa 2! Let's take it away.
Hey, hello everybody, it's me, Mackie Garou, I go by Hide, and I'm gonna be running Klonoa 2 Dream Champ Tournament.
And on the couch with Mackie is going to be me, Aerosmith. I was previous third place holder on the leaderboards, but now fourth place as Mackie has dethroned me. I go by Hide, and again, I'm Aerosmith, or Arrows, if you guys get the joke, you guys get it. And next on the couch is none other than Dog in the Grass.
I am Dog in the Grass. Hello. I don't have any preference for what you call me. Any, all, none, just dog, whatever. I am the current world record holder for Dream Champ tournaments, and I also co-authored the tasks for the tournament thing for this game. Yeah.
Oh,
cool.
So, yeah, this is gonna be a fun run, and yeah, let's get in first before anything.
Yeah. Just showcase one stage.
Yeah, we're just gonna very quickly enter a level so we can kind of explain a little bit of like Klonoa's movement, so you guys aren't as lost when we talk about some stuff. So if Mackie wants to, I'll let you take it over a little bit right now.
Yeah, sure. So the whole point of Klonoa is you have jump and you have wind bullet, which is kind of like a grab. That allows you to like lift a bunch of items. If you don't have a something grabbed, you can't do a double jump, so you do a little flutter, which is a little cute thing that's happening here. But if you have a moo, so those are the enemies in the game, then you can do a double jump, and we're going to do a lot of things based on this. One last big trick that I think should be discussed is the snap, which is doing a flutter immediately before a grab. That allows us to gain the advantages of the flutter and basically without the slowdown of, you know, moving around very slowly.
Yeah,
so that's going to be kind of the big techniques.
Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's a good way to stall midair to extend your jumps.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
without having to slow down with the flutter.
Yeah.
That's all for me. I don't know if you wanted to talk about something else more specific, but
I think that's pretty much it. If there's anything else we need to talk about, we'll bring it up during the run. But yeah, so we're gonna get into a save file. Time is going to, we're gonna start like a fresh, like, you know, back at the main menu and everything like that. Time will start when the screen fades to black. However, we're gonna try our best to time it because I mean,
we don't have to go by a like official timing. We can just start it when we press start, right?
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, we'll just do that because that's the official timing. But we're at a marathon. We're having a chill time, so
I can retime it later if it's any good.
Yep. So are we good on? Are we ready to go on time?
I am ready. Are you ready?
I am ready, Dog.
Ready.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Cool.
I'm excited.
Alrighty.
If you're ready, I'm ready. If I'm ready, you are ready. Let's get ready for Klonoa 2 Dream Champ Tournament in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Alright, good luck. Have fun. So first off, we're gonna have some cutscenes that are gonna be coming in every now and then. There is a frame perfect skip, or what we thought was frame perfect, but it's actually a buffer. If we hold start during the buffer, we can actually skip everything. If we don't hear any audio, then we know we've skipped the cutscene perfectly. So 1-1 is pretty much just going to be your standard, just kind of like tutorial level on how to basically pin your moves and just double jumping, knowing what to get stuff and everything like that. To clear a level to progress to the next one, all you have to do, or to clear the level per se, you have to collect those 3 little star chips that are spinning down there. Not the big sun one, but those little star ones next to the counter for the gems. There are 3 in each stage, and we just have to collect all 3. The moment we collect all 3, we're able to go through the main door, or the final door, and clear the level. Again, this level is pretty straightforward. Just kind of get to the end. Since this is the first level, they're not making it too complicated on us. And that is the end of 1-1. 1-1's pretty straightforward. And again, just tutorial island here. And we're going to be moving on to 1-2 where things get a little bit more trickier.
Yeah, we might be seeing the first couple of skips in this level. You can... If you can grab moves right out of the portal, and you can just skip messing around with the boxes down there.
Jumping
really
is
nice.
important too.
Jumping is important.
Very much.
Yeah.
Gosh. Okay.
Then the keys, you grab the key, you open the door, the key goes away, you only have one key per door. And we'll see if you can hit this one.
Nope.
Ooh, barely. That's a pretty tight jump there.
That's a tight one, yeah.
Yeah.
Because what we want to do is we want to be able to basically double jump up and not only grab the star chip, but also have enough momentum to clear the entire gap. It's pretty tight, and I think most of us don't hit it very consistently.
I'm somewhat consistent, but it is a really tight jump, especially for early on.
Oh yeah, it's crazy how heavy 1-2 is. So
Like, it
immediately.
is very technical for an early stage. Same with like the start of this level is pretty technical too. If you can make the first cycle of going fast enough, yeah. Look him go.
Yeah. So it's looking like we're pretty good so far on the cycle. It looks like we're going to be able to hit this first cycle.
Yeah, I got the first cycle.
Nice. First cycle is pretty important there because if we don't make that little, if we don't pin that kind of like red orb that's going up and down, we got to wait for it to come back down.
I think they're called
But
Goonies.
you can buffer inputs during the loading screen. And if we basically do everything like perfectly fast enough, we're able to just kind of zoom on through all of it. So it's again very tight, but we can first cycle it. And then pretty much everything else in this level is again kind of straightforward. Just clear every room. Make sure you're picking up the star chips in between. Again, World 1 isn't going to be super technical on a lot of stuff. It's more or less of just like get these star chips as fast as you can. There might be like some skips that we can perform. But besides that, World 1, pretty straightforward, pretty easy to point. There's some, again, like in 1-2, how there's some technical stuff. Now, this is the deviation of the run, or of the world. After the third stage, you will get a top and a bottom route. Top route will always be your auto-scroller, and then the bottom level are considered like your harder puzzles. And I'm going to let Dog take over one.
Yeah, this level is pretty technical, especially like the start of the stage. You have to hit a little damage boost here and pop up on a ledge, then you can double jump to, ooh, almost make it.
Yeah, too fast.
And there's also another trick here to grab it. Like that almost.
There's always the backup of just like jumping on that.
Backup shots are nice.
Yeah. It's safe and it's not super punishing. And then right here.
Oh
nice.
yes. It's surprisingly difficult to get on top of that fast.
Yeah, to at least hit first cycle. It's really somewhat inconsistent, it feels like sometimes, and it's very tight, as Dog mentioned, for sure. Mm-hmm. And the rest of this level, pretty straightforward, nothing too complicated, thankfully. It's just everything is like super intense in the first floor, or in the first room, and then afterwards, super easy and to the point, thankfully. On to 1-6 now, and each world also, I believe, has a total of 9 stages, but we only clear, I believe, 6 of them. Yeah, we clear 7 because 6 are the main ones, and then 7th is the boss. Each world has a boss to it. And right here, I believe, yep, we're gonna go for a trick here. Hopefully we get it.
Oh, baby!
I cannot believe.
Yes!
That's so crazy. Okay, so I haven't seen that
That is
ever
hype.
in person, but that's hype. That's a very hard trick to hit. Basically, what you're doing is you're using you're basically using so whenever you get hit by a move, you get bounced up. Once you get bounced up, if you time your jump perfectly with it at the same time,
it's frame
you will
perfect.
basically just boost yourself up incredibly. So hitting that is very, very tight because if you only get like one shot of it, like to save time. If you don't hit it, it's fine. You just do it normally, which is like going around and doing a bunch of stuff. But how much time do we save, Dog?
I think it saves like 10 or 15 seconds. It's a big save.
I don't have splits on, but it would be a gold for sure.
Oh yeah,
sure.
hitting that is insane. And here is another big deviation from everybody's runs. Me personally, I go 1-7. Mackie's gonna go 1-8. So I'm gonna let Dog explain this because Dog has innovated so much of this.
So basically, like, in order to save any time over the auto scroller, you have to hit a trick here that is going to be very tight. It's either getting onto this platform, which is incredibly difficult, or you're going to have to try bringing a box underneath the little gate here. Because when you're up against the gate, you... Oh, yes! Yes!
That's not how it's supposed to look, but that works.
That is exactly how you're supposed to do it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We'll say that.
Yeah, because what we're supposed to do is you put the block underneath that little like gate, and enough of it is pointing out so you can jump on it to get
That's
the key.
the safe way to do it. The way he did it is faster.
Oh yeah.
I wanted to do the safe thing. That's the thing.
It just kind of came out.
Yeah, jump didn't come out, so I was very close to missing it.
But hey, we still hit it. That's all that matters. And afterwards, after like that first room, everything afterwards, super calm, super nice. Literally no more cares in the world. And now we're gonna head on to our first boss.
The boss is just kind of a straightforward stage. Just don't get hit by the big guy or you die instantly.
Yeah, they get harder and harder as the game progresses, but this one is pretty straightforward to the point. If you have a little bit of motion sickness, I'd recommend maybe looking away for a little bit just because the screen kind of shakes up and down. But that's pretty much going to be like the only motion sickness for this game ever. But again, this one's just kind of getting to the end. We're going to try and carry some moves over with us to the next room. We won't be able to carry it over into the third and final room, or third screen. But for the first screen that we're on right now, we're going to try and carry a move with us.
That was a nice throw on those blocks.
This one, we're bringing this move so that we can double jump here, float, to be able to skip that block there, having to break it, and just mad dash it to the next phase here. We're going to take this move to break this block, grab that move to double jump up, and again, we can't take that move with us because for whatever reason, for whatever reason, it decides to not take, like, you transition through the screen, it doesn't bring the move with you for whatever reason. It's the only room that does it like that. Every other boss where you carry a move with you, it comes with you, I believe. But
I don't think you can transition anything on verticals.
Yeah, verticals, I guess that's true. But yeah, and other than that, that's it. And fortunate time because it's fast, but unfortunate for the meme, a time of 67 seconds. So
that's a good time. Shoot.
I like it.
Now on to the second world where it's the Northern Express and we're on a train now. Yup.
Train levels.
Choo-choo train. Yep. So if you want to take... I'll let Dog take over these next two levels because 2-2 is also very technical as well, too. So.
This one isn't too technical. There's some crazy stuff you can do, but I don't know if we're going for crazy this time. Like,
I couldn't get it to work, so...
Yeah. Just straightforward. You can break crates with moves, and that's how you get through these sections.
Yeah. And if you saw as well too, the generic Moo is now wearing, in the first world was wearing had a little tree with it, like a little tree, and was in the forest. And now it's a conductor. Each world will have its own separate moves. So just keep a lookout for that and let us know either in donations or in chat what is your favorite move variation.
This one might be my favorite, or World 5 might be my favorite.
I'm a little bit of a sucker for World 5 for sure. World 5.
Hitting that box up there, like going up the current, is very clean. Like, if you miss it, you'd have to take another loop around.
Yeah, it is. And like the thing is, like sometimes it'll look like you hit it, but you won't. You'll either hit like that platform, or you'll hit like above it, barely.
Yeah, so snapping right there allows you to conserve your momentum, and you don't have to. If you normally just grab the little propeller guy, you dip down, but when he snaps, like hitting, it stops your vertical momentum and just sends you straight up with it. Nice.
Yep. And now for 2-2, if you want to talk about this dog, because you were the one who invented it.
There's a trick coming up that I'm going to have to let him focus on. Because it's where he puts the box in a certain spot, then double jumps and grabs the box to drag it over with him.
Yeah.
Saves about 30 seconds if you can hit it.
Windows Defender wants in on the fun, so I'm getting a bunch of lag.
Yes!
Like, apparently I got
it.
Let's go!
Oh my God.
Hype!
So hype, yes.
Not on
as
my
Dog
watch,
said,
Windows Defender.
not on my, Windows Defender is not gonna get in the way
and
this time. But
there's-
yeah, that trick is very difficult. I think I've only hit it like once in all of the runs I've done. So hitting that
Conveyor
here
belts
on
and
Marathon
switches and switches the conveyor belts. So you can just drag and move under like that because it's fun.
yep,
It's so fun. I love doing that.
Yeah, and again, Dog literally this entire level pioneered everything that we use for 2-2. So Dog is definitely the one that
I
pushes
love
this
just messing
game to the
around in this
extreme.
game and finding a whole bunch of crazy stuff. That's partly why I did the test.
Yeah. Which we will hopefully meet for next week's Sunday. Don't forget to donate for that because again, if you think this is already crazy, trust me, that task is even crazier than like this. It's insane. It's insane. I've seen some of it. Haven't fully watched it, but I've seen a lot of it, and trust me when I say it's crazy. It's crazy.
How much do we have to donate for that test? I might just chip in.
Well, it's an accumulative total, if I'm not mistaken. And we can get to that here. We'll talk about like any announcements, stuff like that for when we hit to the auto scroller. But this level right here, 2-3, if I'm not mistaken, pretty straightforward. Nothing too complicated. Just a lot of like getting stuff and yeah. And
Yeah, just did really solid. It's really solid.
Yeah, and we get introduced to those little buttons. Basically, we just have to hit all of those 3 within an allotted time to make sure that the gate opens. If we don't hit them all at the same time within a certain amount of time, it'll deactivate all of them, and we have to try and press them all again. But Mackie took care of that pretty well. And now we're going to move on to 2-5, which is the bottom one, because again, at this point in the game early on, it is still faster to not do the auto scrollers. Later on, it is faster, but for right now, it just saves a lot more time to just do these over doing the auto scrollers.
Yeah, some of those
Except
auto
for one
scrollers are
exception.
long.
Yeah,
Some of them are faster than. Well, it really depends on. Like some of the levels are really long.
Like I said, there's one exception in the later world where we actually don't do the auto scroller just because of how long the auto scroller was. But we'll talk about that when we get there. And this stage right here just is a lot about like.
Almost fell off that ladder. Scared me a bit.
Oh, that scared me a lot.
But yeah, this stage really wanted to push the idea of like fans. Wind pushes you up, and like forcing that idea into your head, being like, yeah, this.
Yeah,
but
and if
like,
I see him like snapping like right before he gets into the fan. That saves you from falling down into it and losing some time, and then being able to just drag the block under there saves a lot of time too, and just grab a move there and you're good.
And yep, that is 2-5 currently, and I have the stream pulled up right now, and this is a very good run so far for sure. On to 2-6 now. Dog, you want to take it away?
This is also just a pretty straightforward stage. Don't miss those red things. You'll have to take another loop around. You'll see more pop plants later. Maybe some more box shenanigans.
Oh yeah. There's definitely a lot of box shenanigans that we're gonna do. So for the first,
this room is kind of weird. Like you got to bring a box down with you.
Now the intended way to do this is to throw that block moo on top of that spiny moo. But we're not gonna do that. We're gonna bring the moo with us, or bring that block with us.
Yeah, bring the block with us saves us some time in this room in particular, because you would have to do a normal full loop, or else you can just put it there and you can just get the star easy.
Yep. Which, by the way, I found out about that yesterday. That actually blew my mind when I watched your run, Mackie. That I was like, whoa. And right here, just timing that block to make sure that it goes underneath all the way. And that is 2-6.
Very solid.
Oops.
Yeah, so
Spamming start a little
result
too
skip
early.
there.
we spam start to skip the like result screen. But for some reason, when you're still on the stage clear, it will still detect you pausing the game, even though you can't move, you can't hit left or right, you can't hit A, B, pin, or anything like that. But for some reason, the start button will still pause the game for you.
Yeah, and if you want to be really crazy, if you pause on the very last frame of the ending sequence and then quit out to the map, you can skip the results screen, but it also has a chance of if you do it too early, then you lose out on, have to do the whole stage again.
Yeah, so we don't ever do that here. I'm pretty sure we do it in the task, though.
It's not marathon safe.
Yeah. All right, 1, 2. Okay. Oof.
There we go.
Hey, 5th attempt, nice. We have to get that block move through that little gap, and we have to do like a jump throw, and because they don't really give us something to like help us line up with it. So
Almost.
it's very...
That's a really tight one.
Yeah, we can. There's been times where like I've seen people like for 20 minutes like be there like throwing 20-30 attempts trying to get it through, and just timing here, throw that move. And
Hit it first try, very nice. Surprisingly tight too.
Yeah, because for some reason the spiky moves just like to have a mind of their own sometimes with their
I do not like messing with that. I just go hit the switch myself, take some damage.
Me too.
I'll be the projectile.
Yeah, honestly, it is.
I don't
it's just
like
like
these two either.
even though it's not like faster per se, it's just like it's less annoying to deal with that. So that's 2-8 if I'm not mistaken, and now we're on to the second boss fight. This has gone by really fast. So before I forget as well, the first boss fight that we fought, his name was Balboa. This guy that we're fighting, even though we're fighting against Joka, the thing that at the very end that we're gonna fight is called Bingo Bingo. You'll see him in a second, and we cheese Bingo Bingo very much. So
We'll try.
we're gonna hit it.
He's given me a lot of trouble. It's really tough.
It's really just timing and position.
Yeah.
But we've been hitting everything else so far that's been pretty technical, so I believe that we can hit it. Yep. So basically the original intended way that you have to do that is you grab the Moo, hit the little like crate that's underneath his head, and from doing that, his head will fall down at a height where you can then go ahead and shoot the Moo to do damage. We say no, and we just kind of run up under him and take the damage and just hit him with the Moo that we still have held on, because for some reason it detects that still as a hit, and he takes the hit and he moves on to the next screen without us having to break any of his stuff, any of these like barrels that he spits out. So we're gonna do that again here. I'm gonna let Mackie focus a little bit.
There we go.
Nice. And then now here is some fun stuff.
I'm not gonna try it.
I still need to work out how to, like, I know it's in the task, but
Yeah,
I still need to work out how to do it in person.
Yeah, so we're gonna do something. While we're electrocuting up, we're actually gonna pin that Moo, that flying Moo, and grab it with us so we don't have to go all the way down. And unfortunately for this one, we are gonna have to break some of his barrels. We still cheese him. We still cheese Bingo
You still
Bingo.
have to break 2 of them to get him low enough to cheese him.
Exactly, yeah. So that's all we're gonna do. We're just gonna break 2, and just after that, we're then gonna go ahead and cheese him, and then that will be it for World 2. So I'm gonna wait for him. We're gonna play a little safe here, and he's gonna come drop down, and that is World 2.
Crap. Sorry. I'm too excited. Sorry. Sorry.
Hey,
I like pushing start.
Happens
spamming
to
that
me
start.
too.
Yeah, it happens to me a lot as well. We wouldn't call you. You're not a Klonoa speedrunner if that hasn't ever happened to you. So
I'm glad then. Thank you.
yeah. All right.
Oh gosh, here it is.
So
The boomies,
3-1.
they're bombs. The timer goes down and they explode when they hit 0.
Yup.
And it destroys
And-
those weird looking block things.
They break these. They don't explode on impact on the barrels or like on the crates, but we need to use these explosive moves to break those like really big block like these blocks right here. They won't break with any other move ever. For what reason? I don't know. Ooh. We're at 1 heart right now, so we're hopefully gonna play it a little. I think there's a heart up ahead, so I think we
there's a heart
should
up
be
there.
good. Yeah.
It'll be fine. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine.
Oh yeah, we're gonna be so fine. And then we're gonna find something else here. If you that right there, if you throw a moo at or throw anything at an explosive moo, it will then automatically detonate it. So instead of having to wait, for example, this moo has a timer of 15 seconds. Instead of having to wait the full 15 seconds, we just blow it up instantly. So we're not having to do any type of waiting.
Oh,
That
nice.
was
Got it.
very close. Still hit it, and boom.
Yeah, and
there you
those
go.
arrows redirect the explosions to hit switches and stuff.
Yep. And so we're going to see that again right here. We're going to place that block right there, double jump up, grab that one, double jumping again, and blow that up. Grab this last sun chip, and 3-1.
Good one.
Almost pushed start frantically.
Again, you're not a Klonoa speedrunner if you don't do it at least once in your runs.
I
now
saw some.
More switches.
yeah.
I saw some moo-looking blocks there, but also, would we have time for a quick donation?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yes, all right. We have $25 from Nupali. Hey, Nupali, the previous winner. And it only, $25. Wahoo! I'm gonna say that every time. Which says chicken. And it goes all towards the Yellow Chick cosplay. Thank you very much, Nupali. Which puts it at, let's see, 25 out of 125. So we just need 100 more, and that is the next run. So let's see if we can make it happen.
Come on, guys. I believe in the Speedromizer community. We can hit that 100. We have approximately, if I'm not mistaken, like 50-ish minutes, maybe to like an hour left of this run. And again, I'm more on the 50-ish. We have about 50, if not even less than that.
Yeah, it's
We
gonna
maybe
take 50
have, like,
minutes to get through this room.
yeah, we're doing a lot of waiting in this room, but again, if anything, it's gonna be a 40 minutes left on this run, and then the next run. And so, if you really want to hit that, we really want to hit that cosplay incentive, please donate, because again, this run, even though we're at the third world, which is technically the like halfway point, we're gonna blow through the rest of this game so fast. It's unbelievable how fast we get through this. So, please donate for a good cause.
Yeah, World 3 is about where it starts getting really technical.
Yeah. Including
So-
this one.
The curries, they change color when you hit moves with them, and then they come back to you like boomerangs.
And they have to change certain colors so we can break these blocks, or these like crystals, so that we can get through it. So right here
It's
we're
a really
gonna
fun one.
we're gonna throw the moo over there, come pick up this moo, run under it, and then just throw this moo forward, and boom, all three got. There's like a whole way of like setting it up properly to do it, but we just ignore it. And this room I'm a little proud of, because I was the one who kind of innovated a little bit on this room. We used to do like a lot of waiting, and the jump became a lot, or like this timer was really tight. I believe it was like we made it within like 5 seconds left. But now we make it with 15 because we damage boost to break that little like platform that was under that spike. And then we just do a bunch of other shenanigans to make it through.
Yeah, ignoring the pot plants in this room and just going straight up there.
Yeah, the potted plant is a recommendation at most. Here is a pretty tight room. You have to
This
not only
room
hit
is a
every
nightmare.
cycle.
It's easy to mess up.
And also those guys that are shooting like those projectiles at you, they pop the moves as well. So
It is
if
very
like
annoying.
let's say you get up here and you throw your move just a second
That was a
too
very
late,
clean
and it
fall.
throws one, it pops it, and then you're gonna have to go all the way down. So
It's
And
kind of
now-
hard falling at the very end just to save a couple seconds to avoid. This is the first auto scroller. If we got any more donations, this would probably be a good time.
yep, donations, announcements, anything is now a perfect time to hit them here.
All right, thank you very much. Don't mind me. I just ate a piece of chocolate, like literally as you said that. I went and looked. Is it true that there's a moo border in this game? on like a snowboard or a surfboard.
Yeah, they show up. I think they're in this level.
Oh yeah, they do.
Yeah.
I believe so.
So about the conversation earlier of which favorite Moo type, I think that one would be my pick. Let's see, the Elder Scroller is still going. While we're here, I would like to remind everyone, you're watching Speedromizer 9, and I hope you're having a blast because this is looking super fun so far. Let's see, we are raising money for QMUNITY, and also, if you like these speedruns, and you want to participate in one in the future, make sure to join the Discord. Because this is really fun. This is not your usual speedrun event. It's Speedromizer, where the game you submit is not what you run. Anyway, back to you.
Yep.
Good timing.
Thank you.
Yeah, perfect timing. Straight. We finished the speedrun or the auto scroller, and now we're on to 3.5.
This is
or
like
360,
one of my
excuse
favorite
me.
levels. There's a lot of fun things, and Mackie discovered this right here. But I'm surprised I didn't think of that, but
first try.
it's so easy.
Yeah.
Instead of having to jump up and like break it.
Yeah, we'll call
I
that.
told
we'll
you it
call
was
that the
so
Mackie
easy,
jump.
and then I couldn't get it once in any of my runs. And I'm so glad that I got it. I got it today.
Yeah. So again, we'll call it the Mackie jump. But yeah, it's crazy that like none of us thought to do it, and then Mackie just showed up and was like, "Can't we just do this instead?" And we're like, "Huh."
I
We
think
sure
it's
can.
like slightly faster to break the block when you go up, but it's a lot more consistent, I believe, with the double jump.
Agreed.
All right. Now, as you're seeing these arrows and stuff like that, the blue ones, we're able to use the pin that we have, and we can change the direction that the arrow is going. The red ones, or orange ones, however, are stuck in that position. So basically what we're having to do is we're having to hit the blue arrows so that they can point in the direction we need them to. We need them
There
to
it
point
goes.
in. And right now, we're just gonna have to wait for this block a little bit, double jump up, and now this next room, when I found out about it, hilarious. There's a whole bunch of arrow shenanigans that we have to do, but we can just, yeah.
Yeah, we
Ignore
don't
the
care
puzzle.
about that.
Yeah, the puzzle requires us to like throw the moo and have to change the arrow at the right time, but we just kind of ignore that. This room is very tight and very precise as well. We're gonna have to throw the moves, make sure we don't hit them on the arrows, and also climb up and down ladders in the same process as well. At this point now, everything's pretty much safe. We just got to make sure we
All good.
I'll make it down there, and we're all good now. And then the last little kind of hard thing for this level here is we're gonna try and double jump, repin, and double
well
jump again, and there we go. Wahoo!
Wahoo!
Listen, if there's anywhere I can fit a wahoo, I'm going to fit it in. Yep. Now we're on to 3.7 and 3.8, and again, another auto scroller.
Yeah, 3.8 is just like a couple screens too big to be fast. It's just a couple screens slower than this.
Yeah, and I guess now is the perfect time to explain this next boss fight, because as much as we want to throw it over to donations, this next boss fight is probably the make or break of any run ever. So, Klonoa is pretty consistent. It is very consistent on the cycles, very consistent on everything. The only thing that is inconsistent is this next level. It is the only form of RNG that this game has, and we call it the treasure hunt. So, I'm gonna let Dog talk about it, like where everything is and everything, but the way the next boss fight works is that there are blocks randomly scattered, and they're different every single time you boot up this game. They're
like,
never consistent.
At least in the first screen, there's 8 positions. It can be that shows up, 5 of them show up. I think in each screen.
Yes.
It's randomized, and there's a key in one of them, and you have to find the key to get to the next screen.
And you can get lucky enough to where you hit, like, where you find every single key, literally the first block, right? But it is not guaranteed that you find it on the first box check. So
It's gonna be the last one you place. Check.
exactly. So again, this is literally the only RNG in this entire run. And again, you can either save like 2 minutes or you can lose 3 minutes.
I say par is about 30 seconds per screen. At least what I try going for. But
yeah. So take it away, Dog.
yeah, Come on. Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Very
Here's
close
one.
first check.
Yep, very first check. That's really good luck so far.
Yeah, it was lucky that there was a chest that could have spawned in that little hallway, and he would have lost a little bit of time if there was a chest in there, because that's usually the first one I check.
Now onto the second one.
There's a chest there. There's a chest right next to him. Ideally, it's going to be in this one. Yes.
Yep. Perfect. Perfect. Okay.
Very ideal right now.
Yep. Everything is looking very good so far.
I mean,
Now onto
I'm
the
already
final-
satisfied.
Yep. Onto the final room.
There's a chest
So-
on the bottom one and a chest right here.
Come on.
Should I go bottom?
Go top first.
Yeah, go
I'd
top first, right? Yeah.
If there's not one here, okay. And there's also a spot here.
Okay, so I need to...
Rotate down. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, well...
Yep. All right.
I'll take it.
That's
So
about how fast I'd get it.
yep, it is. So as you can see, it's going to be roughly about a 1 minute and maybe 20 seconds, about roughly, if I'm not mistaken, for this level. So let's see.
85 is a really good time.
Yeah, 84. Yeah,
Good.
120.
5
124
seconds
is-
under par. Good.
Yeah, that's very, very, very good RNG. So, yeah, very, very solid. Again, it's horrible. Now,
Mackie's
now
been
let's
doing
talk
really good
about
at this
some
underwater
lore
stage.
here. Yeah, let's say
yeah.
let's talk about some lore here because we're gonna have a lot of time to talk about it for 4-1.
Oh no, I can't swim, so they gave him a little scuba suit.
Yup. Thankfully, this is the only level that we are going to be using this scuba suit. It is the slowest level in the run, but second slowest in the game.
It takes 10 frames to turn around.
Yeah, it's we can get stuck here for a while. Whenever I play this game like casually just for funsies, I always put because you can do this run either on an emulator or on a console. There's like some requirements for the emulator, just that you have like the GBA BIOS and everything. But if you have that, if like you can play on emulator and stuff, whenever I play this and I'm playing on emulator, I always put this to 2x speed because it's at least because it then feels like normal Klonoa playing speed. It feels normal. And it's crazy that like, yeah, it does. It feels like you're running at a normal speed. It feels like you're jumping at normal speed. Everything
Even
feels
at
normal.
the slow speeds, this room still gets pretty tight.
Oh yeah. There's some
a lot
cool
of-
stuff here that there's like some cycles that we have to hit and everything.
Like you bonk your head
and-
on the ceiling so you don't go up too far, and you save a little bit of time that way, because every second spent falling down takes a lot.
Yeah. So if you thought games with underwater sections were fun, yeah, we don't like them in Klonoa. So right here, we're gonna go ahead and double jump on this pin, or on that, making that little gap and getting the star chip here. And now we're gonna get this next move, and we're gonna have to use it to break a crate to get the key that's needed to progress into the game, or into the level.
Oh,
so
I
far-
hate when that happens.
Missed the
Yeah.
clip there.
Yeah, I don't know
please
what
don't double
causes-
jump.
I have
Yeah.
double jumped in my life.
I have to, and it is tragic.
Yeah, because even though it'll look like you're about to... Oh,
Nice.
nice. Yeah, so Mackie told us before the run about that.
Yeah.
I don't think any runs are currently doing it, so that's the first time that we've
Yeah, that
seen
little
it.
bonk saves a bit.
It's the first time that we're gonna see it, because now we skipped just having to like kind of do some stuff. It saves a little bit of time. It looks like about a second. Now we're gonna do another thing here that's gonna save. Dog, you said 30 seconds, correct?
At least.
Yep. Nice. Oof, barely.
Maybe? Nah.
Oh my god.
That should be.
I got
Yeah,
it.
I would say that's good. Okay. So
It's okay.
originally what we
Still
have to
saves
do
time.
is go like a whole loop around doing a bunch of stuff and waiting. However, with
It's
this
also
move, because
Bring a move
get
to break
enough
that
height.
thing.
yeah, we get enough height, we break that crate, we get that, and just
Yeah, otherwise you have to go down, like down there and up a couple stairs, and it takes a while because your jumps are so slow.
yup. And again, like I said, that is the last and only scuba suit section. So we're on to 4-2 now, where we're finally back above water.
Nice, made that without bonking the spiker.
Yeah, they intentionally put that there, so like if you don't
It's so
hold
annoying.
it- yeah. So got a double jump here now. So again, we said that Klonoa can't swim. He unfortunately will take damage if he's like touches water, like how you saw right there that the water was elevated. You will take damage for that. So we have to elevate it down. We will abuse that later on, taking the damage over having to like just do a bunch of waiting and stuff like
I
that.
think in the screen right here, actually. Yeah, the
Yeah.
screen.
Yeah.
kinda-
So right here, we just bonk and then just ignore everything.
They also have to lower the water, take a loop around. They have to lower the water again in this room, and it saves time just not worrying about it.
Yeah. So right here, we're gonna. I think that'll barely make it.
Oh, it makes it fine.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Not
Never mind.
funny.
And then
And hold flutter, and you're just got it.
yep. That gap is really tight because if you flutter too late, you'll just dip down and you won't clip that ledge. But if you flutter too early, you won't get the star chip. So timing there is
If you hold
really
the A button, like the jump button, like and walk off the ledge, then it'll do it fine.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Now we're doing a little bit of setup here. Nice. To basically push this Moo under here because we need that gem Moo so that we can have a double jump there. And we gotta wait for it again here as we need to double jump once more up here. And then for holding that A button,
I like
it would
that
be
little
a
clip.
full press.
So do I.
This little jump here can get kind of tight. There we go.
Nice. Now, walking on water hurts Klonoa, but walking into water that's like a fountain like that will just push Klonoa away. Why we don't take damage, we don't know, but we appreciate that we don't take damage because then we can kind of push ourselves.
Klonoa still
away.
screams like he's damaged. Yeah, getting to the waterfall there in time is kind of tight. We can get it again.
Nice.
Yes, okay.
Yeah, hitting those cycles are very, very tight timing.
It's always that
for sure.
section right there is always stressful for whatever reason.
I almost threw the Moo before going into the waterfall, and I was like, wait, no, I need it.
Yeah. So
What am I
right here is another moment of like we have to basically throw this Moo up here from throwing it up here or like on the pot to grow out above a whole bunch of shenanigans. We just say no. We make sure that we double jump up to not hit that pot, and we wait for the Moo to walk over on that little button on the little like kind of pressure plate, and we just damage up and get that final thing. And we have enough time with the damage boost to just clearly make it. Even if we only had 2 hearts, we have enough time to fully make it, and we're on
Yeah,
to
like,
4-4.
if you get there with 1 heart, then you have to take the little walk of shame, lowering the level, and just waiting for the little Moo to walk back and forth so you can grab
Yeah.
him.
Now another auto scroller section. Any announcements or anything that has to get done, and Dog, I'll let you take care of the next level as well too. But yeah, any announcements,
next level.
anything, now is the perfect time.
All right, awesome. Oh, whoops, I pressed the wrong button on Discord. Whoopsie. I can talk about our lovely charity while we're surfing on the water. Oh, there's the surfing move.
There it is.
There we go. So I want to talk about QMUNITY. They have helped over 13,000 people in 2022 alone who sought help. And they continue to meet community demand for low barrier, queer competent services equipped to support those navigating sexual orientation, gender identity, and gender expression across all age groups in British Columbia. Their Information and Referral Services Program, or QDesk as it's called, continues to act as the beating heart for information and referral for anyone in British Columbia who needs information, resources, or support related to this kind of stuff. Two-spirit, lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, intersexual, or asexual areas of information, and offers resources to service providers as well. In short, they do a lot of great things, and I am very, very glad that we are raising money for this amazing charity. All of your donations are going to QMUNITY. All right, back to you.
Heck yeah, S rank! Got it!
I actually got it. I was...
Like, it doesn't do anything for any percent, but it's still hype.
Silent rule, if I miss one of the Dreamstones in one of the snowboarding stages, I'm going to donate $50. And that actually has happened once. I was suffering in silence, so I need to talk about it now. Yeah, one of the snowboarding stages, I didn't get all the shiny stones. But yeah, we actually got an S rank.
With S rank, you have to not get hit either. And you have to collect the sunstone at the end too, like the fancy one that we don't usually have to collect. Yeah, those unlock the extra stages when you collect all of them.
It's not a requirement to beat the level. It's just kind of like those extra things, like for like the completionist, like 100% it. You'll get like a portrait and stuff like that. So forcing that block in there where it's not supposed to go.
Fun.
Yeah, but we just force it in there.
Goes where we say it goes.
Yeah, it's
definitely
literally
not intended, but I love it.
Oh yeah.
Pretty straightforward from here on out too.
Nothing too out of nothing too out of the blue here. It's just kind of like regular platforming here, just kind of getting the moves. I guess we never talked about this electric move because it just kind of happened and we just glossed over it. Yeah, but because it was because I think the first introduction to it was in 2-2 where we hit that like really tight like jump or that tight trick. But basically what these electric moves do is they like, as you can see, they like catapult you up. And you can't, and if you double jump, you just like double jump, like how with other moves, when you double jump, you throw it down. With that one, whenever you double jump, you just throw it, it just propels you up, so you can't throw it down. Right here is when we're actually gonna not do the auto scroller because that auto scroller
1-7 is like the longest stage in the game.
Yup, the longest, but
it's like what, 4 minutes or something?
Yeah, it's crazy. And 4-8 is like what, like 2.5 minutes, maybe 3 minutes?
I remember like the first time I tried it, I saved like 40 seconds over the auto scroller.
Yeah, so even though it's not
including
like
all the crazy stuff you can do now.
Yeah, and it's not even like, and again, it's even though it's not like a whole lot, it's still enough to like where it's like, yeah, no. In speedruns, like every second counts, you know. So right here in this room, yes, right here in this room. So we're gonna take this explosive move, and you're probably wondering why don't we just grab it right now when it fell down? Because we're trying to make a tight cycle here. We're gonna jump up by grabbing it, throw the move there, then we're gonna go ahead and pin it to then double jump to get this here, then grab it again and walk over here while holding onto it. And if we have enough time, we will double jump up, having to skip, having to do a whole second cycle to make it through again. Again, very tight timing. As you saw, there was literally 1 second left on that move by the time we double jumped in through it. So again, we just, another tight one there, another tight window there. But again, it's just so that we don't have to do a whole lot of waiting again, having to do the whole process and everything as to why we don't pick it up instantly.
Clean. Love this stage. This is one of my favorite stages. I don't know, the movement is really fun in this level.
Yeah, it's very clean, very precise, and it's not super punishing. It's actually pretty forgiving in this because I feel like the devs knew that like these were going to be the hardest levels of them all, or like in the base game per se. So they kind of made it very forgiving if like you mess something up. They're like, all right, you get another chance at it. So now onto this next room as well. We use the moves. I meant to say this earlier, but whenever we go under waterfalls and we're holding onto a move, we kind of use them as an umbrella. So it's a kind of a little cute thing. And again, what I told you about earlier when we chuck moves. Wow.
That's one way of losing time.
It is a little bit, but
yeah.
But I'm gonna be honest, that was actually kind of impressive.
That's one way of losing time.
We just wanted.
It happens with me. Ah!
Again, you're not a Klonoa runner if it doesn't happen to you. All right. So
the start of the next boss is pretty tight too.
Yep,
oh,
next
I
boss
don't
fight.
want to miss this shot.
Even though we're fighting against Siryu, the boss that we're going to be fighting against is called Kupin, K-U-P-I-N. It's a large pink seahorse.
That flies for some reason.
Yup, it's out of water, I guess.
And, well...
Oh,
Well, that's okay.
interesting.
We'll have to wait around a little bit.
Yeah, we're gonna do a little bit of backup here.
Backup strat works.
Yeah.
It's
I
that.
don't
That's
think-
what matters.
Yo, because like if you don't hit the backup strat the first time, you are definitely gonna be waiting around for a while. So another thing as well, as you can see, Mackie picked up that like heart that was just laying around somewhere. It's kind of crucial that we hold on to all of our life for this boss fight. We pretty much need all the health we can for the final room, as the final room is very, very tight. And even then, after we hit everything, we will sometimes get to just one heart even. So we really want to conserve all the health we can right here. And speaking of the final room, this is the last room here.
Already there.
Yep. So what we're gonna do, so what he does in this final room is he throws those out and then he blimps around and moves around the screen. We can manipulate that by being in certain positions. We throw the Moo off screen to hit him once because we need to open up his stomach, and then hit him again so we can hit that core. We then move up here, and he's looking the other direction, but that's fine. We damage boost a little bit. Okay, I would say we damage boost a little bit to be able to get that move, and then we kind of lure him back down and then back up again. And hopefully he is nice. He's pointing in the right direction. And yep, a little bit of final damage boost. Yep, quick kill. Get the final starship. And
We'll say that last move has killed me in this stage before, and it sucks.
yes. So that's again why we also want to conserve all of the health, because that last move has killed at least every single runner's run at least once. All right.
I love this last world. It's the Garland Castle.
Yup, and surprise, surprise, if you thought it was only 4 worlds and we beat it, nope, there's this hidden 5th one that shows up in the middle. I remember as a kid playing it and thinking I beat it, and seeing this final world pop up, I was like, wow. I was annoyed at that. Right here, we're just gonna try and do like a double jump and then grab the Moo at the same time, because it does save some time from us having to actually go around and do a bunch of whole
You'd have to break that
looping and
box
stuff.
up there, then go up and around. I think there's another move up in that direction or something.
We don't know anymore at this point what the intended way.
I don't do it
solving-
ever. I don't do the intended way anymore. I forget the intended way.
Yeah, you could ask us like, oh, how are you supposed to solve this like properly? We're like, we don't know. Like as a community, as only if you're a newer runner, you'll know it. But once you've like done enough runs and do a bunch of stuff, you're like, oh, how do you do this normally? We're like, we don't know.
Funnily enough, some of the solves that I've done are like somewhat close to the speedrunning method, and absolutely not dev intended, just emergent gameplay.
Yeah. So here we break the puzzle here a little bit more, because there's a whole big thing that
you're
we're supposed
to like put a block on a switch, and you have to use the second block to like be a bridge for the Moo to walk across you.
Yep, which they never explain ever at all in the game, and like it's the first time they use it here of all times, that like, hey, by the way, Moos can walk on those blocks that you use, and it's just, again, they never explain it until like, and then you're just having to figure it out on your own. I remember, we're gonna give a little, hold on, I'm gonna do a little
Box shenanigans.
Nice.
Box shenanigans.
Yep, bot shenanigans here. Nice, we hit it. But yeah, I remember spending like 20 minutes on that single room, and then finally looking up a YouTube video and being like, well, I was never explained this ever in the game. But anyways, enough about childhood trauma. What you saw there was us double jumping up, like how we did in 2-2, to grab the block up with us, to carry it up, and then place the Moo down there, grab the block, instead of having to do a whole bunch of like walking around, moving stuff over, making sure blocks are in certain positions to do a whole loop around and everything. So 5-2, we're gonna
I have to not forget about this star.
Yep, I would say do not forget about the star. That's the one thing.
I will not forget about this star.
Yep, that's the one thing we've been joking about a little bit is 5-2.
Just grab it and
Mackie,
go.
yeah, Mackie forgot a star in their PB, but still it was PB. But if they don't forget it here, we're solid.
There we go. Wow! Woo!
Wahoo!
Yep, there we go. Wahoo!
And he breaks that box on the left-hand side early so they don't have to bring and move around at the very end.
Yup. Now...
Let's try it.
Going for the shenanigans here, too. Nice.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm gonna be real. I don't even remember what the shenanigans are, but I will.
That's the
Okay, now I see them. Yep, I would say the moment I see them, I'll understand.
Yeah, you just have to be careful not to soft lock yourself there.
Yeah.
You put the
There's
block
a
in
lot
the
of
wrong
places.
spot, and you're just kind of stuck.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy how like this stage in particular, you can soft lock yourself. Not only in this room, but I think in the final room as well too. You can soft lock yourself. It's very crazy.
Thankfully, you have retry, which I've
Yeah,
used a
retry
couple
resets the
times.
entire room,
which we haven't
loses
actually
time,
talked
but
about.
it saves time over having to redo the entire stage.
Yeah, which we haven't talked about, but I guess I'll bring it up now. In the pause menu, whenever you pause, there's a few options. There's a continue, restart, button map, and go to button layout and to the world map. If you hit that restart button, it doesn't restart the entire level. It just restarts the screen that you are on. So let's say, like, for example, Mackie did something here that wasn't, I'm knocking on wood so I don't jinx you, but does something that they're not supposed to do here. They can just hit that restart button and they just restart the room how it was in the original state that you walked in on it, and you're able to just do everything perfectly. So
Very good fight too. That was good.
yeah, very clean.
And there's a tricky trick at the start of 5-3. Might have to give him a little concentration time here.
Oh yeah, I'll try it.
You got this.
And got it.
Might be good.
Yep.
We might be good.
That's good.
Yeah, that's
very
really
We're
good.
good. Wow. First
Yep,
try.
get it. Yep, first try. Yeah, that trick is very precise because you want to pin the Moo as you're walking back, but you also want to be fast enough so it doesn't blow up on that spike Moo that's above you. So hitting that is super massive. And now we're gonna have to do a little bit of waiting.
Dancing in the background.
Yup, a little bit of dancing, a little bit of and as
Don't talk to me
we're
like a popo.
dancing, yeah. Oh, and those little yellow chickens that you see, yeah, they're called. What are they called again, dog? I forget.
Nakapopos or something.
Yeah,
Nagapopo.
they give you hints on like how to beat the stages, and sometimes it's just kind of like little notes and everything. Nothing important that we need so far. Here we're gonna once again break the game a little bit by bringing this block that's not supposed to be over here, and then we're gonna break the game yet again. This is probably like the actual first actual glitch of the run, if I'm not mistaken. Everything else is kind of like just manipulating stuff to be where it needs to be, but this is like the actual first glitch.
Brain fart.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna walk this Moo over. From walking the Moo over, we then pin it. We're going to then put it in the pot, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna
Jump.
bring the Moo
14
with
times.
us. There we go. And
Pardon my
we
French. Literally, I needed to count all the way up to 14. So.
You are fine. And instead of having us do a bunch of back and forth, making sure we time everything perfectly and making sure our jumps are precise and everything, we bring that Moo with us. It's stuck on the ceiling. It's not meant to be stuck, and there's no other place where that can actually happen.
Yeah.
Other than just there. So, and we're on to 5-4, the second to last auto scroller. And we're gonna do it here just because the final auto scroller we're gonna talk about the final boss fight, so Mackie can concentrate. But I think now is a perfect time to give shout outs. Mackie, if you have anybody that you want to shout out, now is a perfect time.
Big shout outs to the Klonoa community. Big shout outs to Speedromizer for organizing all this. It's the first time I'm seeing this, and I know Drake Le Lion Blanc wanted me to try this out, or at least I assume so. They've done really impeccable work, and they've convinced me to go on this wild little experience, which I thought would be a good end of speedrunning endeavors for 2026. So I was very grateful to all of you. Big shout outs to you. I mean, having
That
you know,
section's always scary.
yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's very tight. But
I've
yeah,
died there so many times.
Yeah, big shout outs to, Community for giving, a charity that makes it, like, worthwhile in a way that, like, helps the world become a better place. And obviously that speaks to me on many levels. So thank you for all of the stuff that you're doing here. You are valid, you are loved, and yeah, just playing video games is cool.
It
Also,
sure is.
I missed the
Missed the
Dreamstone,
one
so
right at
I
the end.
$100 for Community at the end of my run. I am a monkey of my word, so I will have to.
Oh yeah.
I will have to comply. That's all for me.
Yep. I guess 5-6 is starting because I don't think there's anything super technical in 5-6 if I'm not mistaken, at the beginning at least. So Dog, if you have any shouts that you want to give as well too.
Shout out for Mackie for running this thing. Like I've been waiting 4 years for somebody to seriously run this thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I submit it every year and every time, and I'm always so happy whenever we get
Somebody had to
somebody new into
cancel
the
last year, and
community.
it was disappointing.
Yeah, the run, but I stepped up and we got it. But I mean, this has been phenomenal. So and while we're waiting here, because we have to do a bunch of waiting, I'll just give a few quick shout outs as well too. First of all, to Mackie, to Dog. Dog, again, I brought it up to them like, hey, do you want to come commentate? And they didn't have to say yes, but they did. And I'm so happy that they're here to commentate with me because this game is so incredible.
This
and
game's
it's so
my
awesome.
baby.
Yeah, literally so many of the strats and everything that we know about Klonoa or Dream Champ Tournament, specifically the Game Boy games, we can thank Dog for. If it weren't for them, this game wouldn't be pushed as much as it is now. Shout out to the Klonoa speedrunning community.
Shout out to Tampa for helping me with the tasks.
Oh yeah, which we really do want to meet. Please, because that task is phenomenal. Just shout outs to my friends, my friends and family, specifically, this maybe, this won't give enough away, but to the Southside Digi community, love you guys. Soggy Fries, not only Soggy Fries, but also to, Meow Central. You guys are phenomenal. Love you all. You all are great people. So, shout outs to them and to my partners and stuff. But real quick here, enough shout outs. We're going to do some cool tricks here.
Yeah, we bring in the move from the earlier, so we don't have to wait for the second one to blow up, and it saves a little bit of time doing the rooms interlaced like this instead of just doing them one after the other.
Yeah. Because if we did them like one after another, we would be taking a lot more time. But because we're like going into one
Saves
room,
like 15 seconds.
We're like we're solving one room first, and then we're solving the next room right after, or like not solving, I'd say, but like making sure that at least it's solvable, so that the next time we go in there, we don't have to worry about it. This is gonna be very tight, and I think we do barely make it.
He's got plenty of time.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. The timer is always deceiving for me. Like I feel like we barely make it sometimes. And we're doing the kind of same thing again, bringing this exploding move with us again, throwing it down there instead this time, because now that the block is blown up, we don't need to.
That one's tight. That one's really tight.
Yeah. And we make it, and we just have to make it to the end. And now we have the final auto scroller and second to last level. And we're going to be talking about actually the final boss here, because again, we're going to be giving Mackie some concentration time for that one.
Might need some concentration in the last couple of screens on this one too, because it gets tight at the very end. It's hard.
Yeah, 100%. But so basically the final boss fight is 3 phases, and we have to basically destroy. Each room we have to hit him. How many times do we have to?
Like 5 times or something like that.
Yeah, we have to hit him.
You have to enough to lower his shields, then one more time to hurt him.
Yeah, at least for the first 2 rooms, and then the final room, we just have to catapult ourselves into him 3 times. And it's very tight just because you only get 1 heart per room. You can get extra hearts by throwing the moves at the cannons that he shoots at you to get a heart, but because it loses time doing that. We just try and make sure that we use as many enemies as we can.
Yeah, the last room's over a bottomless pit, so it gets really tight.
Yeah, so we wanna. So yeah, So we're gonna try and say some stuff here and there, but for the most part, it's gonna be pretty serious focus time for Mackie because again
there's ways he like manipulates the boss patterns and stuff, which is really cool. I think I need to start integrating that into my runs too. When I get back into this game.
Now, I have a question for you, Dog. What is your current world record?
Oh, I don't know exactly, but it's 102 something. It's sub 103.
Okay. I'm not gonna give anything away so far.
Oh no.
No, you're good.
I know I'm playing extremely well. I'm definitely on my way to PB pace.
I'm pretty sure this is probably second place.
I'll have to see.
Yeah, I don't see the timer. I'm just kind of the chat a little bit.
I have it pulled up and everything, and so I'm excited to see what this final time is for sure. No. So again, no pressure. Okay, I promise, no pressure. But you got this.
Oh, dang it! Thought it would be lower. That's okay.
Yeah, we could throw. Yeah, we could throw the Moo onto that like other block right there, to basically push the lever down and everything ahead of time.
Yeah, it's weird hitbox shenanigans where you can kind of wedge the Moo into the block and then it pushes down the switch.
Yeah. But again, it's not like something that's like required per se. It's more kind of like if we hit it, we hit it. If we don't, oh well. So we're fighting against Gantz, and the final boss fight that we are fighting is Darissa.
Might need some quiet time for Darissa because if he doesn't get the quick kill, it goes crazy.
Yeah, so I'm gonna quiet down for this.
Yeah,
you got this.
That one is fine, and
the first two are fine.
They're fine. The third one I don't want to miss.
Okay. You got this.
Thank you. I do.
Nice.
There we go.
Oh gosh.
There we go.
Just
nice.
Versus Garland left. So good luck.
Yep. Good luck. I will say, time will be coming up soon. We will call it, but just be ready on time.
Nice.
Clean.
That was a very clean round one.
Yup.
I think that beats my best time. I usually have to wait for him to do one more cycle. I need to learn how to do that.
And now we're gonna do a little bit of a damage boost here, or not damage boost,
he
but
just kind of stand. He runs right into it like an idiot.
Yup.
Okay.
I did hear that go off. Yeah, so that hit.
Yeah. Close to not hitting.
And he hits it to the left here, so he has a better cycle for the last one.
I'll try.
And time is coming up soon. I'll call it for you, Mackie.
Time.
Yes!
Time. Oh my gosh.
Got the one cycle.
Oh my god. So, I'm waiting for the timer to catch up.
Oh no. Oh yes. Oh no.
It's an oh yes.
Help. I am
that
very
was
panicked.
a 104.34,
oh
ladies and gentlemen.
My.
Second place.
We need to retime it just because because at the very beginning we didn't time it properly, and time is actually at the final hit, but we called it a little bit afterwards to make sure he's safe, because if you don't get the final hit, or if you get the final hit but fall into the pit and die, you have to redo the entire thing. So we need to retime a little bit, but it is a 104.30 around that time.
Yeah,
ladies and gentlemen, that is
105 like,
43. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a second place for Klonoa 2 Dream Champ Tournament. GG's, Mackie. Oh my god.
Oh,
What
that
a
was
run.
incredible.
That was incredible. I'd say like anything under 110 is really good. Anything under 105 is amazing.
Oh yeah, that is phenomenal. Hitting everything that you needed to hit. There was a little bit of hiccups here and there, but even with those hiccups, that was phenomenal. Huge shout outs, Mackie.
At the end of 2-1, Windows Defender told me that there was no issue, and after that point, the emulator was behaving a little erratically. I almost got inside of my own head. I don't know if it showed on the stream, but yeah, there were some like moments where it was laggy. I was basically like using muscle memory, and it was working well. So, yay, I guess. I can't believe it's like such a time.
I'm gonna have to get back into speedrunning. I need to defend my time now.
Yeah, it was the deal. It was the deal.
Yeah.
It was the deal.
That's phenomenal, and I'm gonna have to get back into this too, so I can at least get back my third place, if not get close to world record. But yeah, that's for. So how long have you been actually running this game, Mackie? Just out of like less than a month, right?
I was looking at it. I think it was about exactly a month because I played the game for the first time. I think I sent you the message. Mm-hmm. My first run was May 17th, and I think it was about the 12th of May.
I think I was there watching you in that first one.
You saw my first run. It was not like that.
It was like
at
2
all.
hours or something.
2 hours and 2 minutes. Yes.
Yeah, from 2 hours, cutting
in
this
half.
run by an hour, and almost. I want you to know, I was keeping an eye on the stream. When you were doing that auto scroller, you were barely hitting an hour. I was like, and that's why I asked Dog. I was like, "What's your world record for this?" By the way.
Oh gosh. No, I'm so glad that I got also the final boss strat, the Garland
Oh yes,
strat.
that is hype.
Yeah.
Because I saw the world record, and then I saw the task, and I was like, it's probably just a task strat, and I kind of persevered to find like an accessible way of doing it. And I can't believe it's like consistent in marathon. So I put my little stone into the pyramid of Klonoa 2 speedrunning.
Oh yeah,
This is quick round one.
This is awesome. This was awesome to watch, and like again, I said it a lot during the interview, and I'm gonna say it again. You have crushed this game. We have found a diamond in the rough. It is crazy that Speedromizer was able to give us something like this. It's incredible.
Considering no more pressure, I'll accept the compliment. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no, this has been phenomenal.
I've been on my edge of my seat this entire run. It was so good.
It's okay. It's okay.
All right.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be enough Klonoa for the day because I am exhausted.
Klonoa it out.
Yeah, next time you come to Klonoa, which is hopefully next week Sunday, it's to see the task that we have. Please donate. We want to see that task. Not only do we want to see that task, but we want to see that cosplay coming up. If we can hit it from now to like the transition, let's hit it.
What's the goal for the task?
That is a good question. Does our announcer have that information for us, potentially? Yeah. So if I'm not mistaken, I believe it's a donation total that we have to meet. I'm trying to look at the incentives real quick. If it lets me, but I can't. Yeah, it's not pulling up. But basically, just TLDR, donate. Just donate. We want it. Not only do we want to hit that incentive, but we want to hit every other incentive that's going to be coming up here. So donate. Send it to your friends, family. Send it to your hamster if they have a tablet. Send it to their guinea pig. Send it to your cat's dog. Send it to literally everybody you know that has a tablet. Send it to your cousin that's an iPad kid. Yeah. Send it to everyone you know. And even if you have a 2-year-old niece or nephew that's an iPad kid, send it to them because they'll somehow have their parents' credit card on there and they will donate a crazy amount of money.
Donate within your capabilities, of course.
Yes, of course. Always in your capabilities. Don't go bankrupt, but please donate within your capabilities. But yeah, I think that's it from all of us, right? We've done shout outs. We did everything, right? That's all from us.
me.
Sounds good to me.
Well, have a wonderful one, everybody. I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.
Bye. Woof woof.
Bye, everyone.
All right. That was a beautiful, beautiful Klonoa run. GG's on the PB again. All right, so while we are setting up for the next run, I would just like to read out this donation that came in during the run. It is $25 from Reinald, which reads less than free. Less than free indeed. And that went to the incentives for Donald Duck, surprisingly. Very nice. So, with that donation, and with that awesome Klonoa 2 run that we just watched, that was the last hosting shift for me for today, but I will be back tomorrow with a goose game. Now, I will hand it over to another host who happens to be here right now. Hello, Duraludon.
Hello! I'm Duraludon. I am so excited to be here hosting Speedromizer.
Yes, it's been awesome so far, and we're just on day 1.
I know! We have more than 5 more days worth of this.
And I just noticed, I looked at the total, we've raised over 200 and... We've raised almost 250, like exactly, so... And that's amazing.
That is amazing.
Now let's see, we're setting up for Duck Life 2. Duraludon, what are some runs you're looking forward to?
A little bit after Duck Life 2, we have another duck game, Donald Duck no Mahonoboshi, in about 2.5 hours.
I'm gonna try to catch that run. Ooh, do you? Okay.
It is... I think it's going to be a good one.
I think I've seen some gameplay. It looks really fun. It's gonna be very late for my time zone, but definitely catch that run.
Even later tonight, I am very interested to see what hot dog percent means for Resident Evil 3 Remake.
Oh yeah, hot dog percent.
Mean?
From what I know, I don't know much about Resident Evil, but that's a funny category. They do some very glitchy stuff.
I can't wait.
Let's see, so before I do go, I want to mention this one more time. We're setting up for Duck Life 2, and there was that incentive, which is Yellow Chick cosplay. And it currently, if I recall correctly, yeah, it only needs $100 before it gets met.
We're pretty close.
It's gonna be pretty clutch. All right, and with that, that is the end of my hosting shift for today. I had a very fun time. I'll be back tomorrow, and I'll be back on hosting for Sunday. So with that, I'm handing it to Duraludon.
Thank you, Ugyu. I would like to first read a donation that we got. Anonymous sends $250. Wow. And they say, wahoo! Might be a bit high off that Klonoa run hype. And I am also hyped. I am so hyped, in fact, that